Hey everybody, and welcome to another RCT2 reviews. We're continuing our head-to-head 10 series. This is round number 3, match number 3. We've already seen Millennium Discovery Museum, and now we're here with Bugs and Bots. As the name very eloquently puts it, we are looking at a battle between Bugs and Bots. So let's jump in here and take a look at what we have to see. For me, the first thing that jumped out, and I think for pretty much everybody, is this giant like mech thing that is doing some, I guess, mining here on this. I don't know if this is Earth or another planet or whatever, but it's pretty darn cool. Just the structural design of the whole thing, all the different pieces. I had to disassemble this whole thing to just figure out how it was even put together. This is well beyond my skill set, and there's just such good detail in this, and a good blend of ride, track, and scenery. Like we got some of the monorail things here, some of the B&M track. Here's some side friction track here. And then also up here, this drill bit I thought was super cool. You got the jet ski vehicles, you get the Schwarzkopf vehicles, and then up on top you've got the Intamin LSM shuttle or Limb shuttle coaster vehicles. So they're all slightly larger, so you get that kind of conical look to it, which is pretty darn cool. And a nice little detail, in my opinion, that actually missed on the first go around. But it was pretty neat to see. We'll pick up that coaster in a little bit because I want to see the whole thing. But there's all sorts of little vignettes around this whole park of the bugs fighting the bots. So we've got these flying ones here, and this little vehicle here, I guess, mech thing that is made out of an observation tower and some scenery bits and pieces, and some other ride vehicles and all that, as well as the little frozen peeps here that are engaged in this battle. We also have spiders here. These spiders are dragging off this guy who's didn't make it, looks like. This one here is called Old Sparky, using a little junior coaster car, and like the sparks are part of the key to beating these things, which actually we'll see a bit later. I love the use of the balloon pieces here for, I guess, the bug eggs and kind of the green neon spider webs and different things, so you get their little nests and all that down here towards the bottom. This conveyor was pretty cool earlier, so this is actually made out of the air-powered vertical coaster cars, and picking up these rocks that are synchronized with it, so that's a pretty cool little detail there. As we get over onto this side, as we go on the coaster, there's a pretty cool just building structure stuff here. So we've got these nice walls. Actually, here's the coasters. Let's take a look at this. So we got this great dueling coaster here, and launched out. Got some really nice interaction with everything. Using the new around now and pick it up over on this side. It's a little bit hard to follow, which has been one of my criticisms in a lot of these head-to-head parks, and this one is no exception. But it's a long coaster, and it is kind of nice to be able to just pick up in different spots here and just be able to follow along. So it's going to hit the brakes here, and then it's actually going to launch again in just a minute here as it's underground, and here we go, popping out onto the right-hand side there. Heads off into the tunnel again, and now we're going to pop out towards the ending of the ride here with these synchronized dive loops up and into the brakes over here. So that's the big coaster. So this is For Great Justice and For Great Truth are the two rides, which is kind of neat because it's this whole very much military enlisting kind of thing. As you can see all these signs here with Enlist Today and the whole logo and everything. So you see that throughout the whole park. So structurally, there's a lot of interesting stuff in here. There's not a lot of buildings, but I do like the buildings that are here. You've got these kind of like big portal gates with thick kind of fortification type walls, and then towers on edges. So on this edge tower, we've got this cool elevator that's cut into the side of it with this cargo lift. And up on top here, we've got this airdrop thing. So we've got a cool flying some kind of craft here, spinning, what are these? A little front car of the B&M Twister trains, I think. Little detail with that. Lots of good vehicles rolling around, which I always appreciate. Fun little realistic type details like this, if this was some kind of a construction zone or whatever. You've got the footers here that are surrounded by the yellow railing, so that's a kind of a fun little detail. On the side here, you've got a nice little monorail retaining wall as well. Bugs clearly didn't make it, so they have not succeeded, I guess. I'm not quite sure why the bugs are attacking, but maybe because they're drilling into their nest home, I guess. Up on top here, we're going to get down to the cutaways a little later, but really cool bulldozer element on this one. Here's a forklift that's fighting this bug here. I love the shuttle mode to use the back and forth, so it does look like they're kind of battling. Up on top of the mountain here, we've got these couple of water basins. We've got these kind of agitator things spinning around using the vertical drop coaster vehicles. And we've got a couple of nice little towers that we already sort of looked at here. I love on top, we've got this guy who presumably is kind of the head guy in this facility with very Nero-esque musician up here playing while the battle is going on. A couple of these different guns and turrets and things, so we got a few of these in different areas here. Bug Killer 2, Bug Killer 4, and then a couple of other parts and pieces up on top here. This is more where the peeps are gathered up on top here, and we'll kind of dig into this a little bit. Here we've got this spinning ride, which I really love. It's kind of like a teacups, but using the dark ride vehicles, the robotic arm vehicles, which just kind of gives it a nice little futuristic vibe to the whole thing, and it kind of makes it look like they're all mixing together, even though it is just 4 individual circles there. So I think that is a pretty cool look on that one. So as we spin around to the other side, we kind of reveal an entire other section of the park. So we've got this big rapids ride here, just called Splash Boats, and the ride goes all throughout the whole thing. One of the cool details that I liked was this conveyor, which is actually just a scenery piece. This is the Martropolis escalator, moving stairs from years ago. And I don't think I've ever seen it as a lift on a water ride, but really like it. I think it's a good use. Nice structure here for the actual lift as well. I love a good truss structure. This actually also uses some track pieces here, so we go out over top of the queue and end up here on top with a big drop down using the water ride vehicle as well to have our final splashdown in the pool. There's also this little suspended coaster here, kind of reminds me of the Set Point water coasters. So this one is, let me click on this side. So this is the Sulfur Soaker, so I guess it is one of the Set Point water soaker type rides. Really, I like the way that this kind of cruises around on top. We've got the RMC track, it looks like, and Intamin track at an angle, so you've got that kind of nice, bulky, lattice type track to it, which I think is quite nice. This is a neat drill kind of thing that's over here for the edge, and his ride vehicle as well, using the it's called Excavator Blade, using the Wooden Coaster Millennium Flyer trains as well as the 4D, so it kind of has these wings to it, which I think is pretty darn cool. That's a good look. Got all these different kind of spiky gold. I'm not entirely sure what this is. Sulfur, I guess, based on this one called Sulfur Soaker. We're gonna go with this sulfur. I love the waterfalls down, and just the rock work. Really nice. The whole thing, quite good. Very detailed. So we've got a pretty extensive little scene here with all the green goo and everything as the battle takes place up here. So some fortifications, everything. Here they are trying to breach the wall, I guess, as they're fighting back. But there's a lot of different cutaways as we look through. I had skipped some of those earlier just because I think that's where I wanted to go at the end. So there's a couple of different things here which allude that the teams that are fighting the bugs are starting to figure things out. So there's this lightning kind of electrical stuff that we saw earlier. at the beginning, and it looks like they figured it out here because the peeps are riding the bugs on this. Maybe there's a little bit of control there. So I love the I'm doing my part meme. That one was a favorite of this map for sure. Um, Here's a battalion getting trained, and then here's just a little bit of a study of where these bugs are kind of burrowing into in their little battalion there. So guys, additionally doing my part, which I think is a fun little touch as well. A lot of little stuff in here. I love all the different scenes because there's just a lot of fun bits and pieces to cover that I'm really enjoying. So lots of cool stuff to see. You should definitely download this one and check it out. Worth the look. Bit of a collapsed bridge here or catwalk. Somebody fell into that one. That'd be a bad day for you. But if you want to download the Spark and take a look, which you should, I'll provide a link to the download in the description of the video. I will also provide a link to Open RCT, which is also required to view this one. Also, any member, Sammy, who's a great member, good friend, goes back a number of years, has been doing some really good creator talkback videos for some of these head-to-head builds. And this was one of those, so I'm going to link his video as well in the description. Those are really worth checking out because it's great to get some little bit of an insight from the builders themselves. Kind of neat to see what went on behind the scenes for it. So that is everything for this one. We will be back next time with round number 4 of 5 rounds, and we will have some more reviews. So next time, thank you all very much for watching. Have a great day. Bye now.